Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. I have a newly reformulated foundation to try out for you guys today. It comes to us from L'Oreal and this is their newly reformulated True Match Super Blendable Foundation. This foundation now comes with a pump. Here is the old version. The old version is just a twist off cap, and then you got to pour it out either on the back of your hand or the palm of your hand or a little palette or whatnot. I am so glad to see that the packaging changed on it, but it is still a glass bottle. Right now, you can find this on the Amazon website. It retails for about $14. There are 47. They added more shades. There are 47 different shades to choose from. Now, I also ordered shade N3. This is N2. I ordered N3, which is what I have over here. N3 hasn't shipped yet, and actually this one, I didn't expect to receive this. I thought it was lost in the mail. Amazon had already contacted me that they had, I guess, lost contact with the package, and so they're actually refunding me for this, which is a good thing because I would have returned this anyway. It arrived used. So it arrived without a cap, it arrived with a stain right here, and somebody had clearly already pumped out foundation. So I was a little hesitant to go forward with this video, but I said, no, these are my plans. I'm really excited. So here we are. Now, the updates that they made to the formula are, of course, adding more shades, and they also added more pigment in the actual formula. There are now 6 different pigments that make up this particular foundation. It also says that this new formula is made without alcohol, oil, and it's also fragrance free. It says it's not going to clog pores, and it's going to be great for sensitive skin, and of course it does come with that easy to use pump. Now, this is going to provide the same medium coverage, natural finish that the old version has, but another major difference is sunscreen. This one, the old version, this one contains SPF 17. This new version has no sunscreen in it. At least the one I purchased doesn't have any sunscreen. I love this foundation. This foundation has always worn so beautifully on my 40-year-old normal to oily skin that I was really excited to see this new reformulation. I know a lot of you are going to appreciate the added benefits of fragrance-free, no alcohol. So we're going to give this a shot. This is going to be a 2-day, 10-hour wear test. This is actually day 1 when I'm wearing this particular foundation, and then on day 2, I'm going to wear it side by side, new versus old. I'm really excited for this one. If it is your first time here on my channel, I want to say hello and welcome to all of you. My name is Steff, and this is especially what I love to do, foundation reviews. I have so many different foundation reviews, and I just did a declutter, so be sure to check out my foundation playlist. It will be linked in a pinned comment. But besides foundation reviews, I just talk about new makeup. I review a lot of new makeup. I do multiple looks with eyeshadow palettes. I know you can't tell today, I didn't put on any eye makeup, but we talk about makeup here and we have a good time while talking about the makeup. If that sounds like somewhere you want to be and something you want to see on pretty much a daily basis, do me a favor and click on that subscribe button and hit the bell next to it. That way you'll be notified every time I do drop a new video. And if you like L'Oreal foundation, if you're curious about this newly reformulated True Match Super Blendable Foundation, give this video a thumbs up before you go. As usual, guys, everything's going to be linked and listed in the description box. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. As of right now, guys, I think Amazon is the only place where you can find this, but hopefully it'll be heading to a drugstore and supermarket near you. If you guys want to see this newly reformulated L'Oreal True Match Foundation in action, keep on watching. Alright guys, for primer today, I'm going to use this travel size version that I picked up from Tarte. It's their smoothing primer, face tape smoothing primer. Now we're going to go in with the L'Oreal, the newly reformulated L'Oreal True Match in the shade N2. The shade looks like, I feel like this is going to be a better shade for me than N3, which is what I currently have in my L'Oreal foundation. I feel like I'm getting some decent coverage too. I don't feel like this one looks as glowy as the first version does, because I don't know if maybe it was just the primer that I went in with. It's a smoothing primer, so it kind of helps to mattify a little bit, but I'm sure I'll get that glow as the day goes by. Trust me. But yeah, I think the coverage is pretty good. What do you guys think? Oh, and I forgot to tell you, this is my Anissa Beauty Pinnacle foundation brush. I have the foundation brush and I have the concealer brush. I keep the concealer brush in my bag. That's why you all don't really see me use it that much on camera, but trust me, I use it quite a bit when I have to get ready on the go. I still can't believe this foundation came in used. Ugh. I made sure to like spray the bottle down with alcohol, and I'm taking one for the team, guys. Like I mentioned in the intro, I did order another shade. I ordered N3, but for some reason, I don't know if that shade is just on back order. It hasn't arrived yet since these are new. But anyway, it's in the process of shipping. So we'll see. They've already, or they're also in the process of refunding me for this. They told me I didn't need to send it back. Yeah, why? So now I'm just gonna get my damp beauty sponge and I'm gonna go over everything. I did pick up a little bit more. I'm gonna press over everything. This is the area right here, the sides of my cheeks that I always want to add more coverage. Old acne scars, minor discoloration. Just want to make sure everything is as concealed as possible before I need to see where I need to spot conceal. Okay guys, so here's the foundation. I think it looks really good. It feels good. It feels very thin. It's a thin formula, and I like the shade actually. I think the shade is a pretty good match. I feel like N3, yes, it's going to be a little too dark for me, but maybe that'll be more my spring summer shade. I'm going to go in with my favorite concealer, one of my favorite concealers from the drugstore. This is L'Oreal Infallible Full 24-hour full wear, and I use the shade 345 in this one. And I'm just applying concealer the regular way. Obviously, I'm not doing, this is a different foundation review just because I've already experienced this L'Oreal foundation. I've repurchased it so many times over, and so we're just trying the reformulation out. So I want to dedicate like at least one of these days to where I just wear it as I normally do this foundation, or the older version. And then tomorrow, of course, we'll wear them side by side. I will wear them side by side. Oh no, I'm gonna have two different foundations on. For setting powder, I'm gonna go in with this one from Flower Beauty, one of my favorite powders, like just in general. This is the Miracle Matte Finishing Powder. I've been using these little puffs quite a bit. I did pick them up from Shop Miss A. It was like a pack of 6, I think. And I really like the way it's been applying the setting powder. Definitely need to make sure to set my T-zone. Aw, man, you know what I forgot to do is do the setting spray. I've been doing my setting spray before I apply powder, and I got that technique from Rose and Ben over on Instagram, and I really liked it. I'm going to use the setting spray that really doesn't, it's like a dry mist. I've really been enjoying this one, the On Till Dawn from One Size. Like there's absolutely no water droplets. It does feel a little bit wet, but it's hard to explain. It's a unique setting spray. I've really been enjoying it. Okay guys, so here is the complexion. I love it. I think everything looks really good. I'm really happy with the coverage. I'm really happy with the shade. I think it's gonna hold up just fine. I have high expectations just because the original is so good. Again, repurchase that one time and time again, but this has 10 hours to go. So I'm getting ready to go to work. I will do a check-in with you during my lunch break, and then when I get home, we'll do the final check-in of this day 1 wear test, trying out the new formula, the newly reformulated L'Oreal True Match Foundation. Hey guys, 5 hour check-in here, trying out the newly reformulated L'Oreal True Match Foundation, and I love the way my complexion looks. This is wearing just the way the old formula did. I have zero complaints right now. I think everything looks good. It feels good. I'm not shiny. My makeup looks exactly the way I want it to look. We'll see if it still looks like that in 5 hours though. I will check in with you guys later on once I get home from work, and we'll see how this L'Oreal reformulated L'Oreal foundation is looking on my 40-year-old normal to oily skin. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we made it to the end of the day. Here is what my complexion is looking like 10 hours later. I feel like the oil, you know, is starting to come out around my nose, especially like right in here. That's where it's starting to look a little cakey. All of the foundations do that to me though. So I think everything else though looks really pretty, really smooth. I love the coverage. This is definitely my shade. N2 is definitely my shade. I did order N3. That's not going to arrive until sometime next week, and I think that's going to be just a little too dark. Although tomorrow we'll see, because I'm wearing the old version in N3 and this new version in N2. So yeah, that's going to make for some very interesting filming tomorrow. But as of right now, I would say that this newly reformulated foundation is definitely on par with the old formula. I love that formula. That True Match is definitely one of my favorite foundations, and L'Oreal is one of my favorite brands at the drugstore for complexion products. And look at this. I think this looks pretty good. So I'll be back in the morning. I'm going to apply both foundations on camera. That way you can see the old versus the new, which one is going on each side. And we'll continue on with this 2-day, 10-hour wear test, trying out the newly reformulated L'Oreal True Match foundation. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so for this day 2 wear test, so we're going to be putting new versus old head to head. I'm going to do the old version of True Match, which is not in the same shade as the new version. I'm going to go in with shade N3 on the right, and I'm going to go in with the new formula of True Match in shade N2 over here on the left. I've already primed my complexion with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I know they came out with a new one. I will definitely be trying that for you guys as soon as I can, but check on my channel because I've already tried out the new e.l.f. mascara, the Lash and Roll mascara. That's actually been a pretty good one. So for the old one, you just gotta pour a little bit out on the back of your hand and then go from there. I'm gonna use my Love is the Foundation brush. This is the one that was released this year, and I think you can find it on sale right now at Ulta. And it's in the shape of a heart, and it has a really pretty handle on it. I'm going to use what's left on the back of my hand with my damp beauty sponge and just build up coverage right here on the sides of my cheeks. Now I'm going to go in with the newly reformulated version on the left side, shade N2, and I'm going to use my Anissa Beauty, I used this one last time, Pinnacle foundation brush. They both feel the same, other than them being a different shade. I do think that they're both good medium coverage foundations, super lightweight and natural finish. And I love a nice natural finish foundation. I think that has become my most favorite finish when it comes to foundation. Just building up coverage using the other side of the sponge, making sure everything is as seamless and blended as possible. Okay, so I think you can clearly see a difference in the shade. This is definitely more my shade right now, and then this is definitely more my shade come spring and summer. Although I don't mind that my foundation is slightly darker than my neck. I just think it brings life to my complexion. Nice warmth, but yeah, you can clearly see. And over here, it's pretty much spot on. So with 47 different shades, easy to pick a shade, hopefully. For concealer, I'm going to go in again with the L'Oreal concealer, and then I'm going to go in with some Coty Airspun for setting powder and Moira a Microdot setting spray to lock everything in. Now that I'm done with my cream products, I'm going to go in and set the complexion. Now I'm just using my little powder puff that I got from Shop Miss A to set the T-zone and of course the under eye area. Okay guys, so here's the complexion. I'm loving the way it looked. It definitely took that a natural finish down a little bit because of the setting powder, but don't worry, that natural finish will be back in a couple hours. And I will see you guys in about 5 hours for the midday check-in. We'll see which side is holding up better, the old or the new. Stay tuned. Hey guys, 5 hour check-in here. New side, old side, different shades, darker on this side, lighter on this side, but what do you guys think? I think they're wearing identically. Like, they feel the same. I think they look the same. I'm happy with the way my complexion looks, other than I feel like I'm a little bit more glowy today than I was yesterday. And I have a feeling that has something to do with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. These both, I mean, I don't see the big difference in the reformulation, and that's a good thing because I loved the old formula. So I think if you were wondering about that, I don't think you have to worry. The good thing is that you have fewer ingredients that might cause irritation to your complexion with the new formula versus the old formula, and you have more shades and you have more of an opportunity to get your correct shade match in this particular foundation. So I think those are all definitely pros. I don't have any complaints. Like, I like the way my complexion looks. I did film these two looks. These were using the Menagerie Paws and Claws palette. So you guys will see these looks go up before you see this foundation review go up. And I'm gonna have to end this video a little bit earlier than planned. I was going to be doing 10 hours with this today, but I don't know if I'll even get to the 8-hour mark. I've been feeling like I'm coming down with something, and I've been taking like some cough medicine, cold medicine, and stuff like that, but I might have to end this video early. But at least you can see, as of right now, there's no major difference. All right, guys, I made it another 2 hours. This is where I'm gonna leave the review and the wear test. This is a 7-hour mark, and you know, just by looking at everything, I really do love the way my complexion looks on both sides. Yes, I think I'm a little bit more glowy today than I was yesterday, but that's probably just because of the primer and maybe even the setting spray that I went in with. Overall, this foundation, this True Match foundation from L'Oreal, it always does a good job on my 40-year-old normal to oily skin. I love that they added a pump to this. They kept the same glass bottle. You do have the shade right here on the front. This one is N2 that I have on this side. I did purchase N3. That should be here next week, and N3 is what I have over here on the right. But of course, the old formula, I don't really see a difference in looking up close. I mean, both sides look pretty identical. I think that, you know, whatever they did to tweak it, to even to add the more shades, I think it's all just for our benefit, really. This is a really awesome foundation at the drugstore. 47 different shades. You don't come across that in some high-end brands, let alone a drugstore brand. Great job, L'Oreal, with your shade range. I do want to mention that one of the major differences is going to be the lack of sunscreen. So there is no sunscreen on the newly reformulated L'Oreal True Match foundation, and there was sunscreen on the old one. So if that really doesn't matter to you, it really doesn't matter to me because I always wear a separate sunscreen. But in case you're wondering about that, this is the way they are proceeding without SPF. Let me know your thoughts, guys. How do you think this newly reformulated True Match L'Oreal foundation held up? Are you going to be purchasing it? I'm going to want to get this shade, but a new one, not a used one. I cannot believe Amazon sent me a used foundation. I took one for the team today, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Sound off in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink that water, and I'll see y'all very soon. Bye.